A Cooking Egg by T.S. Eliot. Pipit sat upright in her chair, some distance from where I was sitting. Views of the Oxford colleges lay on the table, with the knitting. Daguerreotypes and silhouettes, her grandfather and great-great-aunts, supported on the mantelpiece, an invitation to the dance. I shall not want honor in heaven, for I shall meet Sir Philip Sidney, and shall have talk with Coriolanus and other heroes of that kidney. I shall not want capital in heaven, for I shall meet Sir Alfred Mund. We two shall lie together, lapped in a 5% extra-clear bond. I shall not want society in heaven, Lucretia Borgia shall be my bride. Her anecdotes will be more amusing than Pipit's experience could provide. I shall not want Pipit in heaven, Madame Blavatsky will instruct me, in the 7 sacred trances Piccarda de Donati will conduct me. But where's the penny world I bought to eat with Pipit behind the screen? The red-eyed scavengers are creeping from Kentish Town to Golders Green. Where are the eagles and the trumpets? Buried beneath some snow-deep Alps, over buttered scones and crumpets, weeping, weeping multitudes droop in 100 ABCs. Okay, time for the explanation. So in this poem, the narrator is describing on how when he ascends to heaven, how he doesn't want honor, capital, society, or his beloved Pipit. These reasons that he doesn't want these things have to do with the people that he'll meet once he gets into heaven, which have to do with are probably Sir Philip Sidney, Sir Alfred Mund, Lucretia Borgia, and all those others. So as the poem continues onward, the readers see that the poem develops more of a reflective tone, because the narrator is getting into more of his personal thoughts and on how the world has turned out, on how the red-eyed scavengers are creeping around, which probably may have had to do with his love ending with Pipit. The readers never really know. So anyway, I chose the family room setting for this poem because I felt that Eliot wants this poem to be more of a homey environment, because it starts out with them sitting at a table with the knitting and the pictures on the mantelpiece, and just a guy with the girl sitting some distance away from each other, referring back to maybe there was a connection that was lost between them. So the tone that I used was more of a solemn one, more reflective, just because it had to do with the thoughts that the narrator was expressing in this poem, and how he was going back to thinking about the world that he had bought, eating with Pipit behind the screen, and how he doesn't want her in heaven. They're more solemn thoughts because he's thinking about what he wants when he goes into heaven. So this is a perfect place for people to imagine how the poem's taking place, with the narrator's own personal wishes and preferences on life after death for him, which kind of is interesting because the poem's title is called Cooking Egg, which seems kind of simple, but the poem seems a lot more complex once you read on. So anyway, that's my personal response to the poem. That's my explanation of my tone and the setting. It's a great poem, and T.S. Eliot was a really great writer. So yeah, that's it. Thanks, Mr. Mabby.